Well, hello, everyone. I'm Beskar. How can you call me? How can you call me Trent? I really do not care which. And tonight we're going to be playing some Cyberpunk Red. I remember that's the correct name of the system. I will not be your dungeon master for this evening because I don't deal with this bullcrap. That's unfortunately our friend Steven's job. I'll hand it over to him so he can entertain us.
Good evening, Night City. Hi, it is me, Steve, and I am your referee for this evening. Welcome back, and I cannot wait to see what our runners get into this evening. Starting off, our buddy Dumb Dino, David Stitches. He's going to be showing up later. He's doing some family stuff. But let's kick it over to Mr. Hawken. Remind us who you are.
I am playing Barnabas Kramer, Fixer.
All right, next up, we got Mr. Crumb Tyrell.
What else? Yes, hello. I'll be playing the Netrunner Cyrus Amir today, and every day until he dies.
Long may he live. Coming over around the corner is Murky Inferno. Tell us who you are.
Oh,
There's
Coming in a little broken and unreadable there, Murky. So sorry.
The best part of is he's the radio guy.
it's funny because also it sounds like he's doing it on purpose.
He is our
like I
media
said,
personality.
Mike took a beating in the last outing, so here's hoping for the best as I stare at a traffic light ready green and red.
Excellent, excellent. And then last, but certainly not least, our buddy Nuts Airplane.
Yeah, so I'll be playing Gregor. He is the smartest son, also sometimes known as Behemoth. And I want you to know that while he always refers to himself in third person, when he does change over to Russian, it's no longer Gregor, it's Gregory.
Aww.
Gregor knows
Excellent.
Russian?
Gregor
Gregor
is
speaks
Russian.
better Russian than English.
This explains so much.
Actually, yes. It does.
All right. Winding us back in and doing a little reminder. Last session, our runners got their payout and then quickly spent a lot of it.
On therapy.
Yes, on therapy, as well as taking some well-deserved time off. Now the wolves are back at the door, and they gotta make some money to pay the bills.
Well, we're about to make sure that money was well spent.
I don't know if it was because you were back to lower than you were before, correct?
Yeah, I find humanity in this game is just a number.
Oh no, your humanity. You got your humanity back up because they paid for a second round of
Yes, we did. We did.
a second round of therapy. That's
Round of-
right.
Yeah, like I said, this is just a number that
It's a
Gregor
number that-
cares very little about.
Clearly.
All right. Well, it is a sleepy, quiet morning, Barnabas. You have had a very nice vacation. Not worrying about real work. A couple business phone calls here and there, small deals, chump change stuff. But now it's time. It's time to get back out there and see what's going on. Barnabas, you wake up and you have a message from your good buddy. I believe his name was Clutch, right?
Yeah, it was Clutch, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let me double check that real quick. I have it written down here somewhere.
While you're checking that, I'd like to point out that
Lock.
apparently
not Clutch,
Gregor
Lock.
went to therapy last match. He's
Yes.
back up.
Yeah,
which
that's what I
means-
said. They sent you for a second round of therapy. because you got fixed, and then you proceed to spend your money on more cybernetics.
I'm getting broken again.
He got fixed, did he?
He relapsed, okay? That's part of the road to recovery, and that's fine, okay?
Yeah, true.
Jesus Christ. But you have a oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that I think that in the veterinary sense because I want to be an idiot.
Meh.
But yeah, so you wake up, you have a text message from your buddy, Lock,
Okay.
not Clutch. And he goes, hey, I got something that I think you might want. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough for a month or so. Let me know if you're interested.
I'll send him a thumbs up in return, and then wait 5 minutes, and then put, yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes after you send me, yeah, I'm interested. He's like, all right, meet me at the bar. Bring your guys. You're gonna need a crew.
I send out the little text message. I'm sure like there's a group chat or something that has like a special button for it, because that's all
Yeah,
automated.
I'm sure there is
Avengers
a group
symbol.
a group message that you have like a preordained like meet me at bar.
Yeah.
Right. It's the emoji from Among Us that calls the all hands meeting.
That shouldn't be as funny as it is.
But the group chat.
Everybody
Also,
points
I
at
gotta
record.
I gotta know what kind of messages are in this group chat. Is it strictly business or is there like bullshit in there?
There's two group chats. There is the business one that's only used for business or emergencies, so that it doesn't get clogged. And then there's the second one where like classic Hello Kitty and Peppa Pig memes are shared by Barnabas because he's out of the times, and everyone else is just woefully annoyed with his behavior.
It might be wrong of me to assume this, but I assume that there's a bunch of pictures from like Gregor, but his hands are too big for his phone, and so it's just like his finger overlapping 3/4 of the picture.
You know, I feel really called out because I was just about to say that's how Gregor was gonna do it. It's gonna be like, you know, King Shark. Like, hey.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
What's upside down, ding dong?
Mothman's the buddy that sends links to news articles. Do you guys see this?
listen. Here's the thing. Might be part of the. This might be interesting. We might want to look into it. Come on, and then just okay. Just send cat memes. It's a lot less painful. There.
Every couple
Cats
weeks
have
is
9
like-
lives for a reason. They don't die.
Every couple weeks, it's still linked to his newest podcast episode. Did you guys check my latest episode?
Sure.
well, I feel like Barnabas listens to it religiously to go to sleep.
Ooh, I don't know if
Ouch.
that's good, or if that's like a good friend thing or a bad friend thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you just burned the shit out of Murky or not right there.
No. I think Mothman has a very soothing voice.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like the last thing he does most days is get caught up on the Mothman podcast because he actually finds it interesting and calming after listening to like the most horrendous music you can think of for like 3 hours, then listening to something that's actually more interesting for what he has as stocks play in the background.
Okay.
Does Barnabas play the stocks?
He keeps an eye on them at least, because as more things start to get moved and traded, the more opportunities there are, and the more likely our stuff is about to pop off, depending on what stocks he follows.
If he doesn't, I do.
That's smart. I like that. That's a very smart thing. So, hour or two goes by. You guys meet up at the bar. It's not far from all y'all's. It's kind of a central location to each of y'all's habitats, cohabs. Your buddy Locke is already sitting there. He's got a round of drinks for the table. It is 10 a.m. Maybe 11. It's a very like Mad Men kind of thing, you know.
Oh yeah, no, this is business.
Okay.
We're taking the edge off. Barnabas will crumple up one painkiller and put it into the shot or whatever drink it is before ingesting.
Well, it's just it's a tequila sunrise without the sunrise.
Mm.
So it's just a
Tequila?
double
Yeah.
tequila. It's a double of tequila.
Oh, had that. That's rough if I'm not prepared for it.
Gregor will, throw his back, and if nobody is fast enough, he'll start just taking the extra drinks.
Barnabas is fast
Mine's
enough.
gone
Like
already,
the moment it's like crumple, and then his hand goes down, and bam.
It's
Or
not like
wait,
Gregor's like, actively trying to steal everybody's drinks, but he's just like, drink, drink.
No, actually, I think I'm going to change it. Instead of doing it where it's crumpled in, he's going to replace the salt with the painkiller.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Right,
say
that's even
with
worse.
Clorox.
Alright, so we got drinks out of the way. Let's talk a little bit of business.
Yeah, all right.
That way I can write this off. That's why he always comes here for meetings, is so he can write off his drinks and meals as business expenses.
Figures.
Pretty smart.
Now, as you know, I work for Biotechnica.
Mm.
It's a pretty good gig. If you ever want to change sides of the street, I can get you a spot. Great job. Great benefits. I get health insurance.
Hell yeah.
In a day and age where no one has health insurance.
So tomorrow.
Yeah. There's a guy. His name is Rush Vetmer.
All right.
He, okay, and, Murky, go ahead and give me Mothman, go ahead and give me a concentration check. To see if you can recall anything about the name Rush Vetmer.
Bam.
11. The name is familiar to you. You were never a fan of his, but he used to be he used to be a radio guy. Like strict radio. He didn't do, you do a lot of like multi-media stuff, so you do video, you do radio, you do podcast, you do, editorials, stuff like that. You get your information out however you can to the most people. He strictly did radio. And he had a pretty good following for a number of years, but he kind of dropped off the radar, dropped off the scene a couple of years ago. Yeah, Locke says, Rush Vetmer, he recently came to us and wanted some biosculpting work done. He wanted to change his look. I guess a face made for radio is a real thing. Anyway, he skipped out on the bill. He owes us about 15,000 Eurobucks. So naturally, we want to recoup it. At least a little bit of it if we can. Gregor, as you wave someone down, they bring by chips, salsa, queso, unless you want like specific more food.
Oh, no. He's just waving it on like, yes, more. And then he's going to also point at the guy who brought us, or called us together, and be like, it's on his tab.
He's like,
And
yeah,
start
fine.
eating the table and these chips.
I'm going to sneak a chip with
So-
some queso on it, because God, that sounds good right now.
So do the chips go on top of the table, or do the tables go on top of the chips?
He
So think
takes
of
a
it
piece
like-
of the table and dips it into the cheese and queso.
No, that's like double dipping. That's
No,
gross.
no.
So what happens is you dip the chip, you put it on the table. Eat the table with the chip on top of it. No double dip, because that's fucking gross, and Gregor's not a monster.
See, here I thought you'd just break up a piece of the table, dip it in the queso, then dip it in the chips, and then eat it.
Like treat the chips like they're sprinkles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, could be a thing. But no, we're dipping
We'll
chips.
workshop it. We'll
back.
workshop that. Because
Only the serious things here on Cyberdank.
my my employer
That's funny.
wants to recoup it, at least some of it, all of it, if we can. Um, we want either either information about where he is, or we want him delivered. Now, if you deliver him, he cannot be dead. He has to be alive because dead people don't pay their bills.
Gregor's gonna raise his hand.
Yes, Gregor.
Gregor wonders, does person need to be in one piece, or can he be missing like hands and feet?
Preferably one piece. Things can be broken if they need to be, but at least all together.
So we can pull hands feet off and then deliver hands feet with guy?
No. They need to be still attached.
Gregor thinks you're making this very difficult.
What happens
I
if they're
think you're-
cybernetic? You don't know if he's had any upgrades yet. If he skips out on one build, he's going to skip out on more.
That is a possibility. Which kind of factoring into the compensation, already that kind of thing. We're not, if you can deliver them to us in one piece, alive, Gregor, you deliver them, I'll give you 1,500, so 1,500, 1,500 euro bucks each to just deliver this guy to me.
So, broken fine, two-piece not fine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are not taking the face off of him. We are keeping it on and delivering all of him.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, if you can just find the guy and get me the info, I can get somebody to come pick him up. Easy peasy. I'll give you 1,000 just for the information, leading to his capture. Now, obviously, this guy's had work done. He doesn't look like Rush Vetmer anymore. He looks like George Clooney, from before, the old movie star, actor, George Clooney.
I was confusing with Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, I don't think anyone's ever confused those two, but sure.
After they grade up, it got really weird.
I mean,
Gregor's just gonna nod knowingly, like he does, but he definitely does not.
And there was that whole weird nose surgery thing that happened. It was weird.
yeah, but it's that 20th century, early 20th century, that was all the rage. Everyone did everything like that. It was crazy. Now, we got biosculpting. We can make you look however you want. No guesswork. Like I said, he looks like George Clooney.
Weird.
Yeah. We really don't have any other information about him. I mean,
I feel like you guys would have something for like paying up front, and you have his account number? Is that drained?
so
Prepaid credit
Normal-
card.
normally we would. We'd take some kind of portion of a payment up front.
Hmm.
Apparently, he knew somebody in the company and they worked out a deal, an agreement. Normally, it doesn't happen. I think it's more of like a friends and family kind of thing that they had going on, That's why you don't mix business and your personal life. Because now that guy doesn't have a fucking job. No health insurance.
Hmm. But you know that guy? You could ask that guy. Unless you asked that guy already.
I know our guys kind of asked him, and he didn't say anything about it. So, I'm not 100% sure about that one. It's weird. It's not often someone can kind of just fade to black in this world, in this day and age.
I mean,
But,
to be fair, he was only radio.
fair. Very fair. So, I mean, maybe you'll have more luck because Biotechnica looks at things from a very high angle. Meanwhile, people like me and you, we can get down on a lower level and we can put eyes on people physically, and it's easier sometimes to find people like that. But Night City is a big city. I'd recommend probably checking out some of the shadier areas. I know that if I was going to try and hide out from a corporation, I'd go somewhere kind of shady, somewhere that
Well, you
they
go,
won't necessarily look too hard.
or you'll go right back to where you normally hang out because they think they'll run to that place. I know I'd probably do that with a new face. No one knows who I look like. I might move into my old apartment.
I mean, we know who he looks like. He looks like George Clooney.
How many other people here look like George Clooney? You gonna tell me he's the only person who decided to look like George Clooney? You seen George Clooney?
I'm sure there is other people. I don't know them. I've never seen fucking George Clooney walking through Haywood. Have you? No.
Hang on.
Those people stay up in the Glen.
Hang on. I'm gonna flip a coin to see if he has or not. Tails he has. Heads he hasn't. Heads. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, let's get you let's get you guys another round, and then you guys can get to work, or do you not want the work?
I'll take the work and some nachos. Some good nachos.
All right, we'll get you guys some nachos, another round, and I'll take care of it.
Alright, thanks, man.
And you kind of pat the table, like just let me know what you find out, or if you get your hands on them, give me a call. See you later.
Alright.
And
Was-
after a
was
couple
that-
minutes, another 2 rounds of drinks come up, a couple plates of nachos, more chips, more salsa.
So,
Yeah.
Cyrus, you think you can get into the city's computers and see if there's anyone who looks like George Clooney walking around?
I think so, as long as it's not too dangerous.
Well, everything's dangerous when you're dealing with corpse.
I know, but as long as I don't have to go into their server specifically, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Mothman,
Yo.
you're familiar with this guy's habits, right? At least vaguely.
Oh,
Cool.
He's humming right now. Thinking to himself. Buffer.
no. Green. So Mothman's gonna acquiesce and be like, "Oh yeah, I know a handful of things. I can definitely dig deeper into his background, see if there's any old haunts he likes." And of course, Mothman's gonna be like, "You know what? Radio star to podcast star. I bet you somebody's who's tight for cash, and somebody who's tight for engagement might be able to work something out if we get in touch. So if there's any way we can get like I said, get in touch with him, get an interview going, have him at my place. I promise. Hey, no way to get found out, because I'll just stick to your forte, show off in the radio space, have him show up, do a little interviewing, have everybody show up, and hey, we got an escort for you. Come along." Right after. Bada boom, bada bing. No muss, no fuss. And who knows? I might be able to shit in my editor's coffee in the meantime.
I mean, that sounds like a great plan. I was gonna ask you if you could put yourself in his shoes, where would you run to if you just got your face mixed up? You don't look the same. Get into his head. If you can do both, I'd be appreciative.
Yeah.
As long as the
Absolutely.
old man doesn't have a heart attack, we'll be fine.
Oh, we can revive him. At least Stitches can, I think.
I mean, shit.
Gregor is good at reviving people.
I was gonna say, I
Mothman.
know CPR, but other than that, I got nothing.
Yee.
I'm about to say actually, sorry, let me go back. Cyrus, were you calling Rush the old man?
Yeah,
Alright, Mothman, you would know. Rush is like maybe 40. Like, he had a really early rise in his career, whereas most 20-year-olds in radio are doing bullshit assistant work. At 22, he had his own show. Just that level of charisma and personality.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he'd have to have some good work done, not be recognized completely.
I mean,
Oh, so really, really good then. Okay.
Wait, how are you?
yeah,
How old are you, Cyrus?
Let me see what the sheet says.
But yeah, he's not setting wise. What's the over under for life expectancy? Ideally, without
I think it's
Let
quite poor, is
him-
it? Yeah.
it depends on what you do and where you live. So if you live in like, because all y'all are on the map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the red zone, that's active combat zone. So there is almost constantly some kind of fight, street war, gang war going on. So life expectancy is low. If you make it out, you make it out. Congratulations. Um, in the orange zones, you're looking, you can get up to 60, 70. It's not going to be a comfortable, good life. But it's a life. Looking into the greens and the purple, you're having a much higher life expectancy that is much more comfortable. But as you go along, red is you can live there for free because you're fighting and killing for everything. Orange, you can live there for a little bit of money, not super expensive. I mean, you guys rent an entire apartment for $1,000 a month. That's utilities, everything. $1,000. Here you go. Green is much more expensive. These are where you're finding like really nice luxury apartments that are like $10,000 a month. You know, and then the purple's for is where corporations send their executives and their families to live. It is privately guarded. It is a private community. It has the best healthcare, the best food, the best of everything. You still get some corporate housing in the dark green areas that has its own security and everything like that, but it's not like being in the Ritz, you know?
Hmm.
So,
So where did I put my character's age? Where am I supposed to put it? If I put it there.
there is no space for age. It's kind of just whatever you want to say.
Oh. Here I thought I forgot to put it in, or put it in and forgot where I put it at.
No, they don't really. Cyberpunk doesn't really pay attention to age too much. Um,
In the day and
Because-
age when you can just make yourself a robot, not as important.
Yeah.
yeah, that
True.
and
Okay. But
there is
I-
technically cloning technology in Cyberpunk.
Oh. Okay,
Well,
so
that
I
means-
was gonna say something like late 20s.
Yeah, that works. Late 20s is perfectly fine.
Barnabas is like 50s to 70s. He's an old hand at this. That's why it's like, what do you think is old?
Well, I didn't know. I thought this guy, what the hell is his name? Hold on.
Rush
I
Vetmer.
got it. Rush. I thought Vetmer was like 50 or 60 himself already.
No, he's like maybe 40. Yeah, he had like a really good 10, 15-year career in radio where it was like peak, like the climb and the peak, and then just slowly went down until he just stopped doing
Disappeared.
a show. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to figure out from Mothman if like history knows why that is. That seems a little too random to me.
You trying to say he's a plant?
No, I'm just
Sometimes
saying it's
people
like
just get tired of doing stuff.
or they just get tired. He'd get tired and stop, or like forced out, or the technology went beyond him. Like what's going on?
Yeah, you got a bit of your what do you call that dichotomy going there, where some people hit it big, go crazy, burn themselves out, and then just drop off the face of the earth, and then some people Yeah, they got a good candle going. They have a good audience, keep things going for quite some time, and then, once in a while, just kind of like Night City, you become a legend, and then find a decent place to sit down and just stop being in the spotlight for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mothman, it was kind of a the brightest candle burned fastest kind of thing for him. He rose to fame really quickly, but his show got stale very quickly as well. To where it became kind of a regurgitation of the same bits every couple days. And it just got to the point where the viewership or the listenership really just started declining until it was nothing.
I relay that.
Okay.
And just
Makes a lot
kind
more
of,
sense. Thanks.
kind of just ran out of wax, ran out of stem, and then apparently thought, hey, I need a new face for the radio job.
Yeah. Or he decided to completely change his line of work. Who knows?
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if I haven't seen too much of his work, I'm definitely going to dive in for the next day or so, see what I can puzzle together of the golden age and the downfall, as it were. See if there's any quirks or anything that he's like, hey, man, have you ever been to this bar? If you can't afford a Johnny Silverhand, they can at least give you a... what would that be? Silverhand? Iron Pinky?
Fingers.
Iron Pinky discount versus the Silverhand special.
Okay. I like that.
This
Bit of a
is
rip
working
raff there.
quite well there, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Give me a second here. So what's the plan, y'all? What is
Well, Did Locke tell us anything else?
I mean,
gotta find
he gave you everything he got.
Okay. So,
So the current plan is
some
to
find out
have,
how many people look like Clooney.
we send Cyrus to go check the internets.
You know somebody's going to post on social media if it exists in this age. I just saw George Clooney. I thought he
Look
died.
at somebody
Yeah.
posts on social looking for George Clooney.
In this day and
Hashtag
age,
George Clooney.
Twitter is still a thing.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's still known as X.
All right. So, other than that, I mean, if Mothman can get to his sources, and I can go poke around my own, we should be able to get something
Absolutely.
together.
Absolutely. Do you guys want to go ahead and take a run at that right now, or do you want to kind of go your own ways or how are y'all doing this? Are you gonna take a look at it right there while you guys enjoy these free nachos and food and drinks?
No.
I'll-
We
I'll
finished the
enjoy
business
nachos
meal.
first. Yeah, finish it first, and then leave, and then do it.
Yeah. Because I think
Not in the middle of everything.
I think Gregor, Stitches, and I are going to visit the previously employed biotechnica guy and just ask him a couple of questions while they're doing that.
We're as good at talking to people.
Is Gregor good? Oh, and welcome on, David.
Yeah.
Stitches has returned.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, what I missed? Oh, all the nachos are gone.
Here,
D-
I give Mothman a couple of nachos that I didn't touch.
Pocket
Here you
nachos.
go. No,
Pocket
Those are the
nachos.
best.
I made
I can
sure
see
Gregor
Cyrus.
didn't see them.
I can see Cyrus being the person that brings like a plastic bag with him and puts some of the food in the bag for later.
That reminds me of the concept of hobo lunch, and I'm here for it.
So I would give that to Mothman definitely. Yeah.
I passed the nachos to Stitches.
Oh.
Stitches is there, because that's what I was making a joke for.
But yeah,
Oh, I see.
Stitches to give you the rundown. You're looking for George Clooney.
Okay, like young George Clooney or old George Clooney?
That's the same person.
Yeah, but he was like appearance-wise.
Batman George Clooney.
That
Okay, so
Oh, nice.
middle age.
Yeah, he was past ER, but
Yeah.
not Ocean's 11.
I forgot he was in ER.
Yes, he was. I think yeah, if I remember correctly, I think ER was his first real big role.
It's a big thing.
I forgot. Sometimes I forget ER actually existed.
Yeah, there was a weird period of time where every other daytime, not daytime, but like every other television show was medical drama.
Doctor show.
Doctor.
But yeah, so you're looking for George Clooney. uh, the guy's name is Rush Vetmer. He had biosculpting surgery done to look like George Clooney, and then he skipped out on his bill.
This is out of character. If I was gonna do a runner, I would make myself look ugly as sin. No one pays attention to that guy.
The people wouldn't stop me to talk to me, exactly.
And I talked to the person who did the procedure.
The actual medical professional, unlikely because they work for Biotechnica.
Oh, hang on.
Who's arranging this whole thing for us? I apologize.
That's the Barnabas's
Barnabas.
contact.
Yeah, Barnabas's old friend Locke, who works for Biotechnica. This came across his desk and they said fix it, and he said I got a guy.
So
Are
that's
we there with his contact right now?
just
No,
left.
his contact has left. He bought everyone 2 more rounds from the bar to be brought to the table: chips, nachos, salsa, queso, the works. And he's writing it all off on his expense account for work.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, sure.
This man just had major surgery on his face. I feel like there's going to be a lot of medications, very specific medications, and other stuff that he's going to have, despite the fact, it's high-end stuff. That
So, biosculpting is kind of considered along those same the same line as like a cosmetic cyberware.
hmm?
It doesn't really, there's not a whole lot that's actually
Mess with.
involved in it. Yeah, so it's more of like a gentle reshaping that you can have done in a day.
Okay.
So
And you're
it's
not.
minimally invasive.
Yeah, it's incredibly minimally invasive. To just, 'cause all the materials there, they're not replacing anything. They're just moving it around.
Okay.
Now, what you didn't ask him was how long ago did he skip out on this bill?
Yeah.
Probably
That
could
was
have been.
another thing.
Yeah,
Could've been
out of character. I'm
24
assuming
hours.
fairly recently, because I don't imagine companies allow that to happen very often, or let people get away with it.
Or once
No.
they figure it out, they're on it as quickly as they possibly can muster.
There's usually like a 48-hour grace period of pay your bill.
Wow.
Oh,
Gregor is gonna eat the bowl of salsa came up.
yeah,
Oh boy.
Gregor's hungry.
Hoffman, don't worry. I'll fix your stuff later for you, buddy.
I don't know what happened.
You went cyber psycho from one set of cyber us. It happens.
Ah!
My
As man who also got a little angry, you'll be all right.
Gregor's over there with a bottle of tranquilizers. Take 3.
A bottle of tranquilizers. That's funny.
That's one
Yeah,
of
but I
Gregor's
don't think it's
medications.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's not very far from the truth there.
All right. So you guys finish your drinks, finish your snacks, get your free meal. It's now maybe 11:30 in the afternoon or morning. What are y'all doing? What's the move?
Well,
For
Uh,
I'm gonna hand it off to those guys because that seems more involved than what we're gonna be doing.
Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's start with Mothman.
I'm gonna start off touching base, but be like, hey, looking for some old hits from our target.
Vetmer.
Rush Vetmer.
There we go. Lost the page as I was trying to find my old stats. And like, hey, if you can find a few, like just a few of his greatest hits, some of his lowest lows for me, that'd save me some time. Also, pitch a thing. If I'm not in, pitch an idea of having random old radio hosts and stuff in, just to boost viewership. You know, get some old names in. See if we can get some people interested. And also, yeah, it's for a thing. Don't worry about it. As he'll also do some digging on his own. He might touch base with Cyrus and be like, hey, I might be able to get you quick in with some info at my place. I doubt it'll make much of a difference because it's probably a different company. He was before my time, right?
You were coming in at the very tail end of his career. So, like, as he was shutting down and going out the door, you were stepping in. Not at his company, but
Just in general.
yeah, like in the sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mothman, give me. Let me see the skill. Let me look at the skills.
Won't give me fire. Education.
Oh. Stop touching stuff. I'm trying to figure this out.
Gotcha.
No, you're good. No, let's go. Give me. What the fuck is it? Is it under education? Yeah, give me library search.
Oh yeah.
Library search, for anyone who's curious, library search is just a skill for looking up information. How effectively you can look up information.
Just get myself the blackest bit of coffee I can and hit the books.
18. Mothman, you find name and number for his old producer. So you have producer's name, contact info, how to get a hold of him. Producer's name is Vex Limber.
V as in vendetta or fex as in forget about it?
Forget about it.
Fex, what was the last name, sorry?
Limber.
Limber.
Like he stretches.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, so there's a possible contact point for you there to see if maybe he can reach out to them. Or whatnot. Alright. We're gonna come back to you in a second. Let's move over to Cyrus Amir. Buddy, how are you doing? What are you doing? What's your plan?
Mulch. If he's going from that angle, I thought I'd go for any financial angle.
Any financial?
He may have had. I don't know if clearly he didn't. He wanted to get this done for some reason, but either didn't have the money or just decided not to pay up for some reason. And so to me, that means if he's was at least a semi-famous person, if he is well known, like why? What was with him to make it so he didn't or couldn't pay? If he just crashed and burned and he's broke, that's fine. But if there's something else there that indicates it could be something else, like gambling or he's in debt to the mob or something else, I want to find it if I can find that stuff.
Okay. So let's start off with a basic. Let's do library search. See if you can find any criteria for him to see any of his stuff to try and find it. That's under
Okay.
education.
Education. So this year.
19. You find a couple little things, nothing too crazy on him. It's mostly talking about his career. And then there's a couple of like scream sheet articles. Scream sheets are like the quick editorials, like a front page on like Google, where it
Okay.
updates throughout the day. Like, oh, this news article, this news article. They pop them out. This is something that Mothman does. Like, he can throw out a scream sheet in an hour.
So that's not very fit to my purpose.
Well, you do. There is a scream sheet article referencing Rush Fetmer. And it's kind of like a gossip editorial or rumor column about them being in debt. Apparently, part of the reason why the show failed was they kept trying to get more money and more money because they had some kind of addiction, either to gambling, drugs. Was never really sure or what, because no one came forward saying, yeah, this guy owes us this money from this debt. It's not a very common thing. But that was the rumors. He was heavily in debt, kept bleeding the company, bleeding it, until there was nothing for the show, really. They couldn't pay other people to come on the show because they were putting all their money into him at his request.
So he did need. Okay, so that. Okay, that's interesting. That leads me to believe he owed somebody money, and he evidently planned to not pay. He just wants to disappear. And we have
Yeah,
to
now,
find out where he's at.
now this article is a little bit old. This article's maybe
Okay.
a year old at this point. You know, and this guy's been out of the media realm for at least 2 or 3 years, because that's about how long Mothman has been in the media realm. 2 or 3 years, like as a front runner. So, at least a year ago there was rumors of him being in debt, whether it be addiction, whatever. So there's that.
So,
Uh,
three,
as
3 years ago, there's that article.
no,
And then
a,
2 years after that, a year ago.
a year
three-
ago this article came out.
Okay, and then, but 2 years before that, he was basically on the way out.
Yeah,
Okay.
like his last show was 2 years ago.
Just sounds like a sad tale.
Now, I love where you're going with the financial side of it. The issue is that you don't have any of his information other than his
Right.
name.
Right.
So-
So, I'd have to figure
If-
out where he kept his accounts or the like.
Yeah, like if you were in his apartment or wherever he lived, different story. Easy peasy, you can do that all day.
True.
But you're in your house, like, hey, let me find this guy.
Right. I've got basically I have no direct access to speak of. Okay, so either I would actually probably have to piggyback off of Mothman's plans if he can draw him out to interview him and just get the information from him then.
It's a possibility.
I think if we can go through that portion of it, that would be the better idea. Because I'm
Mhm.
coming up not quite dry, but short enough that I'm going to need extra information that I can't get yet.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
All right, let's move back over towards Mothman. See if anything draws him to the flame.
Yeah.
But
Mothman, you have the producer's name and number and email address. What do you want to do, buddy?
Email.
All right. What do you say in the email?
So, as a preliminary, Mothman's gonna give a quick like, "Hey there, how's it going?" Trying to think, I was like, "Hey, we got the email too. Cool." I feel like that'd be a bit more casual than calling him up out of the blue. But like, "Hey, wondering if we can get in touch. Looking to start up a new, sort of new segment on my radio show. Feel like it'd be good base to touch for getting talent that was big in the past. I was looking into Rush recently, started getting into his stuff. I'm like, ah, man, love to talk with a guy who I kind of piggybacked off of timeline wise. Keep in touch, Monty, aka Mothman. I'd love to hear from you soon. Feel free to call."
All right. Yeah, so you gotta go back about your day. You probably got a couple things to do here and there. About hour and a half goes by, and you get a phone call, and it is the producer's number. Says, "Hey, is this Mothman?"
Hey, Fex, right?
"That's me. What do you So tell me more. I haven't spoken to Rush in, well, since the end of the show. We obviously didn't end on too good of a foot. But if you tell me a little bit more about what you're planning or what your thoughts are, I can reach out to him and let him know. I can't guarantee that he'll go for it, especially coming from me. But I'll pass along the information."
Yeah, absolutely. So my initial thought was like, I've been doing a bit of the solo act on the scream sheets and the video casts and stuff, but I thought, hey, good idea to diversify, get some, what do I want to call that? I get some old talent or latest and greatest, if you would, to, shoot the shit and chill, hang out, just get the feel of how the industry has been, all of that, and basically just thing that point. And I am, was sure. My
You are breaking up really bad, man. We can't hear you.
Yep. Ha. Okay. I'm gonna try and streamline. So Mothman's gonna pitch like, hey, want to chat with some of the latest and greatest oldie and goodies, see what their thoughts on the industry are, just get any kind of info, interest rolling that I can, offer like a decent dinner worth of commission, because, hey, my editor's busting my ass, so he's not willing to spring for me. You can understand how that goes, right?
Yeah, money's rough in the industry. It comes down to daily amounts. So it sounds like you want to do like a bioptic interview, basically.
Oh yeah, that's the good word. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, hey, his forte was the radio, so I could get him on, do a little bit of a radio show going, spread my wings, as it were, haha, and, give him work off.
Murky, are you still talking, or?
Hello?
Hi.
Yep.
Yes, hello.
Okay, it was dipping a little bit there. What was the last thing you heard?
Radio show. Spread my wings. Haha.
Spread wings, haha, moth joke. Give him his home turf to work off of, behind the...
Not to say to facts, but behind the scenes to keep his face offline and give him an extra reason to come in.
Okay.
A little bit of anonymity, wink wink.
So, give him his home turf to walk on, give him some stomping ground to stomp, and, do a little bit of a biopic, go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Can I give him? Can I give him your number?
Absolutely. So my number's this. If you feel like I'm in the middle of something and want to talk with my assistant, he's great. Love him. Here's that as well, just in case either one of us is unavailable. Yeah. There's my info. Shooting it on over.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll reach out to him, and if he calls you, he calls you. I'll do what I can for you, but I can't guarantee he's even gonna pick up the phone when I call.
How it goes.
All right. We're gonna do a small pivot. Let Murky's microphone take a break. Let's move over to Barnabas, Professor Gregor, and Stitches. Let's see what they're up to. What is y'all's plan? Are y'all just getting some drinks while the other two do the heavy lifting?
No, I'm going to I get the address for the guy who got fired, and I'm just going to show up there with the big question and the potential after fix stuff, just like
Yeah.
door knocking.
Yeah, so new area for you guys. You guys have not in-game traveled to Little Europe, but this guy lives in a small biotechnical community in Little Europe. It is fashioned after old German-style houses, and by old I mean old for the 2045s, which means that they're very modern by current standards.
Like brutalist cubes or something?
Yeah, they're all brutalist cubes, concrete, sharp edges, dark colors, awful LED lights that aren't to the modern standard, which your lights aren't to the modern standard either.
That's because I'm
yours are
poor.
like- yeah, that's because you're poor. They live in this by design.
Ugh.
But it's very, very sterile feeling because there's nothing with personality on the table. And actually, as you arrive to this small community, there's actually a moving vehicle outside of this guy's house because he lives in corporate housing. So he got fired, and they're taking his shit out now.
Lovely.
Yeah, he's kind of standing there supervising as they move his shit because he's now out of a job. He has nothing. He better hope he has enough money saved, put aside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How do you approach? What's the plan?
I do the whole kind of like detective thing. It says, "Hello, Mr. So and So."
That's me. What's up?
Barnabas Kramer here. We've been tasked with recouping some losses from Biotechnica for an individual that you may have helped assist. We were just wondering if you had any idea about his whereabouts or perhaps an inkling of what he might do now that he has screwed over a corp.
I'll tell you what I told the guys at Biotechnica. He's a distant relative. He's like my sister's cousin's brother or some stupid shit. He came to me. He wanted a change. He hasn't been working for a few years now, and he needed the change. So he thought changing his face would be a good step. He told me he had enough put aside for this, and so I did him a solid with the family and friends kind of deal, and I got him to do it without the upfront down payment. And now I'm fucking homeless.
Well, there's a corporate policy for a reason. But don't worry, we'll probably find him because it sounds like you're not too happy with his behavior either.
No. And if I see him or find him, the George Clooney fuck, I'm going to recoup 15K of work from that face myself. But won't give me my job back.
That's fair. However,
Gregor's gonna look. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
two things. One, do you have any specialties? Because I can probably find you some work on the side. Two, Do you know of anyone else in the family he might take advantage of, as he clearly screwed over a distant relative? He'll probably screw over more.
And he kind of thinks for a minute. He's like, well, I worked in the warehouse. I handled and shipped medical supplies, packaged it, got it on the right trucks. That was my job. So if got anything for that, I'll take it.
Oh, logistics. I love it. I love it. I'll see what I can do.
As for other family members, I don't know. We keep traditionally, I have a belief of not dealing with my family for this type of stuff. So I don't know. Stitches.
I'm just gonna shoot this guy up right here. Truth serum, son of a bitch.
I don't think you have anything similar to a truth serum at this moment. There are things that are available, but you don't have them right now. Gregor, I believe you had a question earlier, sir.
Yes. So this guy's whole house is getting loaded up in this truck, right?
Everything that is not corporate property, which is mostly his clothing.
So it's a
Gregor's
small
gonna look at
truck.
his clothing.
Yeah,
And,
no, this is like a very small
A
box
pickup?
truck.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not like a big 18-wheel moving vehicle. No. This is a
It's an
two
ATV with the
guys.
trailer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Gregor's
boy.
gonna start picking up his clothes and looking at it, kind of sizing shit up against himself. Nothing will fit, but he's gonna look at it like that. Just kind of look over at the guy, be like, "Can Gregor have this?" Thanks.
Yeah, the guy isn't even gonna. He's just, you know what? Things can't get much worse, so just take it. I'm not dealing with that. I'm trying to take what little bit of my life I have left.
Gregor feels very sorry for you, friend, whatever your name is, and thinks you should have this shirt. He's gonna pick a shirt out of his own clothes pile and hand it to him.
Are we still at the bar?
No, we're in Little
No,
Europe.
but
No, we're in
No.
Little Europe at
Yeah.
this dude's house that is getting packed up because he got fired.
Okay.
Gregor's literally just giving him his own shit. He'd be like, "Hey, sorry about your life, bro."
I
Can you-
would try to talk to the guy myself, and I would want to see if I can get the relative's number that he's married to or whatever.
Oh, I mean, it's his relative. He's the relative. Rush is like a distant cousin, like a third cousin.
Okay, who's the parent for the cousin or anything along the lines of that?
So you're trying to ask him for his
Immediate family.
immediate family's personal numbers.
Yes.
Uh,
And locations that they live at.
give me a second here. Let me find a skill for this. Skill for social. Okay, how are you going to try and do this? Are you trying to persuade him? Are you just making conversation? Or are you going to try and bribe him? Because you're asking him
Yeah.
to turn over family that is not directly involved in this situation.
I'm gonna try to persuade him. I'm gonna let him know, like, we're not gonna do anything to his family. You know, we're just looking for this specific person.
We're gonna help him keep
And
from screwing over
as
your
a-
family.
I'm gonna put my reputation on the line as a
Your stellar medical profession as a backstreet medic.
The equivalent of Scout's honor.
And you were never a
Yep.
scout?
That's as
I'm-
good as a
I'm-
handshake.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Handshakes hold a lot sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me that persuasion.
where is persuasion?
This should be under social. Starts with P, ends with persuasion.
There we go. Persuasion. So 16.
16. That is not good enough because you're asking for him to betray his act like close family at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna bribe him then.
And so, just for clarification, in the Cyberpunk universe, rolling low is the better.
No, you want to roll high.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna bribe him then.
Sorry, one pause real quick. With one exception, Cyrus, that's death saves. Death saves you want to roll low.
Oh, okay.
Everything
I
else
thought
you
it
want to
was-
roll high.
Okay, I thought it was for. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not Vampire the Masquerade.
I hate that system so
Which
much.
Hawk hated. Well,
I hate that system so much.
I will give you 10,000 cash right now if you give us the immediate family.
that's as good as I'm not there, but out of character on this thing. That's just as good as all the money in his pockets.
The guy looks at you for a second. He goes, "You have $10,000 in cash on you right now,
I have more than $10,000 cash on me right now, yes.
and you're just going to hand it over to me."
That's
Just-
how big of an issue this person is. We
This
don't
dude
want
just can't-
we
it's
don't
money.
want anything to happen to the family or anything like that. You have my word for it. We are just looking for this person, and I will give you $10,000 cash right now if you just let us know the immediate family, and we can go hunt this person down and fulfill our side of the contract.
I
We
want to do
gave our word for it.
David, I've got to give you a sidebar here. Stephen to David.
Yes.
This job is only paying $1,500 to deliver them.
Oh, I thought it was gonna pay more. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's what I'm sitting there. I'm like,
$10,000. That's
I
work.
wasn't. I
That's a-
wasn't
that's
there
a-
for that. I thought this was a bigger deal kind of
No,
thing.
no.
This feels like it's going to lead into a bigger deal. That's what I feel for this thing. But
Well,
we
for-
are not being paid that much.
For reference, the way that the game breaks it down, the recommendation for payouts is if there is a chance of armed resistance, you should pay a minimum of 1,000 per person.
Oh.
So this is a little
okay.
higher. That he ain't going back to prison kind of style thing, but
He ain't
not
going
as
down
bad
with
as we're raiding Fort Knox.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
this
change
is-
that 10,000 then, because
Okay, we'll go
Like I
back
said,
and say you
I
never
told
said
this-
10,000.
we'll go back and say I never said 10,000. I will offer you $2,000.
Still coming in the red. Okay.
Still coming in the
Just-
red.
Just not as much. It's not like it's
Yeah.
life savings. It's just milk money, you know.
2,000.
We're just looking for him, and I'll tell you what: if anything happens to this family, the immediate family from us, I will give you an additional $2,000.
Roll bribery.
I love how that's just a skill.
Bribery is a skill. Yeah. Even
Well-
even with the situation and everything that he's going through, 7 is not gonna cut it,
Yeah.
unfortunately. He looks at you and goes, "Listen, I appreciate what you're trying to do here. I do. And I'm happy that they're having someone take care of this. If I knew where he was, I would take care of it myself. Because maybe then, I could get my job back."
I'll tell you what. You tag along with us. All right. I'm gonna give you $920, and you can take my share. Yep. And you can take my
Just a
share
random number.
of the cut. All right. And you can make sure that nothing happens. You're coming with us. I will keep you safe. I will make sure nothing happens to you, and you can watch everything unfold.
I will
If you don't like
clarify.
what's happening, we'll stop what we're doing.
Hang on. I got bust in here because since I'm the one who held this contract, we're supposed to bring him in alive and in one piece.
Exactly.
All right.
See?
So, if you want to mess up George Clooney, I can't necessarily let you do that, but I can give you the opportunity to watch him do the perp walk into Biotechnica.
Look. We can keep him alive. That's what I'm here for. He'll be in one piece per se. All right. I got some needle. I got some thread. We can let the man do what he needs to do business-wise. And if he gets his job back, we have an inside man for Medicorp going further down the line. I personally wouldn't mind having the additional resources for my skills and trade to protect everybody else. This is more value for me than it is for anybody else. I have more interest in this contract being fulfilled than anybody else in the group.
Gregor's gonna check under the truck for anything under there that looks cool to take.
It's
Rock.
there is no exposed pieces underneath the trucks.
Just gonna move it over just in case to look.
Are you randomly stealing catalytic converters just because you're bored?
Gregor is bored, but he's not stealing catalytic converters. He's just picking up the truck, looking out like it's looking under a couch or some shit.
That's what it looks
He
like
picks-
under without the plastic.
You
So,
picked up
would
a
you
U-Haul
wanna-
truck with a.
Would you want to join us, take care of the business that you need to take care of, and most likely get your job back?
Listen, just
I
keep
see
in
no
mind.
downsides.
Keep in mind. I'll go with you. Alright. There's no real family left here. I came here because of him. That's why I'm
Okay.
here in Night City. The rest of us are off on the East Coast. In New York.
Okay. Well, just lead us, show us the way, lead us to where we need to go to see.
I don't know where he is. You think I'd be being moved out, but I'll go with you.
Yeah,
If you think you can get me my job back, I'll go with you.
There you go. So let's go to his immediate family. Let's go talk to them, see if they've made any
gotta-
contact with him.
You got a plane ticket?
I can get a
just-
plane ticket.
If
I
they
just
live
told
in
you
New
they're on the
York,
East
we
Coast.
gotta.
Okay.
That's out of character.
So how much is the plane
I'm not
ticket?
there. About $1,500.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't know. I shouldn't say that.
So David, this guy's in Night City. You want to take a plane to the East Coast to go to this guy's immediate family members to see if they know where he is, back on the West Coast.
We're on the East Coast?
No, you're on the West Coast.
Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't know where Night
Okay.
City was.
Pause.
geographically.
Night City is in California.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Okay.
Night City is in California. His immediate family members are all on the East Coast in New York. The guy you're looking for is in Night City. The guy that you're talking to is also in Night City.
Mhm.
So, David, you want to leave Night City, fly across the country to New York to talk to this guy's immediate family member to find out where he is in Night City, to fly back to Night City
Yeah, just
to
get round
find him.
tickets. Round trip tickets, bro. It's a thing.
I am aware that round trip tickets are a thing, David. Thank you,
You're
sir, for that clarification.
If I'm measuring distance correctly, it sounds like the immediate family is further away than the distant cousin is to his immediate location.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes. I'm just. David, to me, it just doesn't make sense, to. But if that is the route that you want to take, you and Night City are on the same page. Then that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So how much is the plane ticket?
How much is the plane ticket? this guy can fly to New York.
Buddy cop style.
Buddy cops, I like it.
Is
We'll go head up this avenue right here. All right. You all take care of whatever way y'all gonna go take care of this. Yeah.
okay. So 2 round trip tickets from Night City to New York, last minute, because I assume you're not booking these out for a week from now.
Yeah.
That's gonna run you. We'll say each of them's gonna be about $2,000.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. So David is out $4,000 already. He's in the red for the mission. David, you and Bob, pack your day bags, get on the plane, and fly to New York. If you haven't flown to New York before, it's an all-day flight kind of thing. So we're gonna check back in with you later. But before you leave, Barnabas, is there anything else you have questions for Bob?
I think I asked all the stuff I would ask Bob. He doesn't know much of anything. He doesn't know where the guy's going to be hiding. He wants him as bad as we do. I'm just like, I'm sitting at the place watching these 2 guys go. I'm just like, what the hell just happened, Gregor?
Gregor does not know, but he wants this truck. Gregor would like to pick up this truck and start walking away with it.
Yeah.
Gregor, you cannot take the. You can. I mean, you could, in theory, lift the truck. They're not gonna let. They're gonna ask you not to lift the truck up and take the truck, because they can't really tell you not to do it because you're fucking Gregor.
Oh, were they nice about asking Gregor?
I'm gonna say more or less, yes.
Okay, Gregor will put the truck back down.
Yeah. All right. So Stitches and Bob are on their way to the airport to fly to New York. Gregor and Barnabas are. What's the plan? Are you guys gonna go meet up with Mothman and Cyrus?
Yeah.
To kind of.
Yeah. It'd be like, where's Stitches? He's on a plane with the target's
You'd like-
distant cousin to go ask their family stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know either. At this point, I'm just here and they're not.
Okay. As long as they don't get themselves killed.
Gregor thinks they will be fine.
Check down badging must be a bitch these days. Anyway, you guys find anything?
Pause. Barnabas,
Hmm?
on your way, because you guys are, I assume, walking to a train station to take a train back towards Haywood.
Yeah, I need to process whatever the hell just happened.
There is a guy on the street. He has a stack of, like, almost like playing cards,
Hell yeah.
and he holds his hand out to you and says, "Come to Club Horizon, Pacifica's newest club," and puts one basically in your chest for you to take it.
Okay, I'd take it. It got George Clooney?
The guy kind of looks. He goes, I mean, George Clooney's dead,
Well, yeah.
but we do have, I mean, we have a bouncer who kind of looks like him. It's
Wow.
weird. I think they're related somehow.
I'm sure they are. Well, that's certainly an interesting thing going on there. You know they have, like, Sinatra impersonators still, right? He's been dead for a lot longer than Clooney.
Yeah, but those are all like in new Las Vegas.
Yeah, but why that? You gonna turn down free money if you're a Clooney impersonator?
I mean, if he was going to be an impersonator, I think he would be doing that and not bouncing. Anyway, just come to the club. That card gets you a free drink.
Hell yeah. What about
Gregor would like one of these cards.
Hey, all right, here, take the card. I
Gregor's
leave
gonna
till I
take
hand out
his
this
stack of cards.
Okay.
Gregor thanks you for free drinks.
Can I listen? Can you at least like give some of those out, please? That's how I make my money.
Gregor's gonna give him back 3. Gregor is helping.
Don't worry, I'll help him hand him out.
Thank you.
I tap him on the shoulder. And then I hand off the one he gave me to somebody else and take one from Gregor's stack.
There you go.
This guy. Come to the club. Gregor, come to the club, or else.
Yeah, so it's just like this
Gregor will
random
tell you
homeless
where
man.
the club is. Throws people at the club. Whoa.
So like 3 feet on, it's like, hey, schmuck, take this. Free drink. You're welcome.
And you're just handing them out to anyone you fucking see. You're not like
Well, no, I
looking
do.
at the clientele.
Yeah, I'm doing it at random. Like, if there's a couple of homeless people, oh, hell yeah, they're getting like 5 of these things.
They're getting one.
Free drinks, man.
All right. So you have a interesting lead.
I will send out a text to Cyrus and Mothman, be like, hey, random dude just told me that there's a bouncer that looks like George Clooney at this club. We got free drinks, though.
Is Stitches in this group chat, or did you start a separate one?
No, I sent that each to an individual one, to Murky, to Mothman and to Cyrus. I was like, hey, some dude told me about this thing.
All right. At this point, I would say Stitches and Bob are like standing in security with their shoes off, like in the little tub, waiting to go through security for the airport. Stitches, what? You're at the airport with Bob. Give me something here. What are you doing? What's the conversation?
What he did in the medical field.
I was like, I was actually so I was in logistics, not the medical field. I worked at the warehouse. So I would unload the trucks, I would load the trucks, I would check shipping manifests, make sure all the numbers were right, and then crate 122 got to truck 125, things like that. So nothing.
Would always shipped out.
I mean, it's mostly just boxes with serial numbers
And you
stuff
got to
like
see
that.
the inventory that was inside these boxes.
I mean, sometimes it would depend. Mostly when we checked inventory that was coming, we would check the inventory on what was coming in, because it's a separate department that does the loading of the boxes, and then I physically put them on the truck using a loader. But when they come off the trucks, then we would open them, see what's damaged, anything like that.
How often did you get to check the stuff coming off the trucks?
I mean, we got trucks every day at the warehouse.
Oops. I'm just gonna keep probing him exactly what all he did at work and whatnot.
Yeah, he gets into the minutia of like logistics and how to use a forklift, and because they still use forklifts in 2045, they're just a little fancier. But yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just trying to gather information for what all he does while working in the medical field. He gets to touch his hands on and stuff like that to see if I can use him later down the line.
I mean, maybe. If you're looking for something, you could always try. But yeah, so you guys make it through security. You get on your flight. You're in the air, going to New York. It is a, let me check.
Rather blustery day outside.
It is a 6-hour flight from New York, from LA to New York.
Okay.
So we'll say it's about 6 hours from Night City to New York, because Night City isn't quite where LA is. It's, yeah. So yeah, you got a nice 6-hour flight with the sky.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I just like put yourself in Bob's shoes for a sec. Let me check my thing. I'm gonna make it quick. A guy loses his job because of a distant family member. Somebody comes for information on said family member. Is like, dude, let's go to New York. We'll visit family. My treat. He's like, shit. Okay. I gets me out of Night City for a bit and lets me connect with family. This is fine.
This is like the opposite end of the spectrum, but the same frequency as a Hallmark movie
Yeah.
about.
Big city girl goes
I mean,
to
if he
the
gets me
small
drunk
town.
enough, he might get something.
I mean like no, I mean like not the fully wrote Hallmark versions of stuff where it's like on the holidays, more of their middle romance style. Where like it's a small town, somebody's just lost their job and they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, and lo and behold, a stranger who they pick up helps them find themselves. In this case, that stranger is Stitches, and I don't know what he's gonna find, but I really don't want to know. God, I hope we're not invited to the wedding.
It is probably
Gregor will
about,
go, but only if he gets a suit.
it's probably about 2:30 right now when you guys 2:30 in the afternoon when you guys meet back up. Mothman,
Yeah.
you get a phone call from an unrecognized number. You don't recognize it.
All right. He's gonna look at it for a sec, try and come up with something vaguely witty. Yeah. Click. Mothman in Night City. How can I help you?
Hey, you said this is Mothman?
Yeah, Monty,
Hey.
Mothman of the critically acclaimed radio show. Nah, I'm kidding.
Hey, so this is Rush. I got your name and number from my old producer, Fex. He said you wanted to do like a biopic interview on, you're doing a biopic on old radio personalities.
I'm you know, him.
I say, Burke, you're,
Right.
you're breaking out real bad.
How about now?
A little bit better, yeah.
Okay. Minimal roleplay. Yes, I am doing that thing. I thought it would be cool since you were on the. I was kind of riding your tail into the industry. Like I told the producer, I can comp you a bit, but my editor is busting my chops a bit, so I can get you an okay dinner for a night or like burgers for a week, something like that. But you know, I thought it'd be cool to get some eyes from the industry, etc., etc.
Okay. Now, were you wanting to make this like a series, or is this like a one and done kind of thing for me and you?
Well,
Because I had a pretty broad career, so I mean we could do like a couple of sessions, you know.
oh yeah, if I could make this is a exploratory thing. Think of it like a pilot sort of idea. So if things go over well for both of us, I would love to have you on more than once. That'd be hilarious. The Moth Rush.
Okay.
Shop that idea later if we think of something cool. But yes, I'd love to have do on radio show that I'm up to this.
What?
He's typing. There. Oh, he's back.
Up to ideas from Rush.
Well, I tell you what. I'm working tonight. Why don't you come by? I can take my break. We can sit down for 20, 30 minutes, have a drink, see if this is going to be like a good fit, you know? Because I'd hate to do this and then it turns out me and your personality just don't mesh. And then it ruins your plans, puts me in a bad light. I don't want that. Neither one of us want that. We know PR kills us.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't you come by? I'm going to be at a club tonight called Club Horizon down in Pacifica. Come by. I can get you in. Don't worry. I can get you a couple drinks too. just yeah. When you're there, tell him you need to see Rush, and then when you get there, we'll get you in, get you settled down somewhere, and a little bit later I'll come by.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Murky, give your microphone a break.
Yeah.
All right. Also, please replace that microphone if you're able to. Jesus.
It might be his internet connection.
Yeah, it could be.
Pretty sure that's internet connection.
Net's been shit.
Yeah.
If I jumped on Helldivers, it'd probably be like, you gotta make it down.
Oof.
Oh man.
Call your
Guess
internet
needs the
provider.
heat.
The equivalent of, hey bitch, where's my net?
Definitely call your ISP and try to get that fixed.
You have to tell them, as I tell Ty. You gotta tell them, otherwise they don't know something's going wrong.
Yep.
The thing tends to be, it's like Xfinity, so every time we try and, like, if things go down, by the time things are back up, they're like, we were gonna come out, but you said they were back up. So, thanks for not coming earlier.
That's why you still have the appointment. You still
Yeah,
have to
the
check
appointment.
everything.
But yeah. So, you guys know clubs don't open until like early birds get in at midnight.
Oh wow.
Clubs go from like midnight to 5 a.m. here.
That sounds about normal.
Gregor is just gonna play a bodyguard for the group because that's the best inconspicuous way he could be in a club.
Gregor might get a job offer.
Damn,
Gregor's cool with this.
you're better than George Clooney.
I can see it now. We go to talk to George Clooney in here as the bouncer, and I'm like, "Who's that? Oh, that's my muscle." Oh no!
It's like, oh,
He bounces
who's
for me.
Gigantor? Who's Gigantor over here? What?
So you guys have rest of the day to fuck off or fuck around, with whatever. I have a couple of questions.
Mhm.
What is everyone bringing to the club?
Okay, I'll jump off first for this one. I'm gonna bring in the nicer jacket that I probably have. You know, dress up a little bit like I am going out. I will have one of my knives. I will have the heavy pistol concealed. I'm not bringing the full carry-all because I don't need it. You know, my phones, all the stuff I normally would bring out on a low conspicuous job.
Okay, so you're knife and gun.
Knife and gun.
Okay.
Make sure the grenade's still in my pocket.
You can bring anything concealable.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do have a strict like no weapons policy, but it's very much a nothing obvious kind of thing. So like can't bring a shotgun, can't bring a rifle, can't bring a sledgehammer, that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you're pulling out the nicer coat and like, dusting it off.
Yeah,
Pulling out-
yeah. You know, I get my completely outdated chain or whatever, and just like
I
do a
can
little bit
see-
better.
I see Barnabas in like a black turtleneck with like a members only jacket and like a like ridiculously large Cuban link chain. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is stupid, right?
Oh no, he'll have the large one and he'll have a smaller one that's a little bit
Oh,
closer
underneath.
underneath. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like double layered.
Jesus Christ.
You've met this man.
That's funny.
All right,
That's
Gregor,
funny.
you're next, buddy. Just because I need to know what Gregor is going to wear to the club and bring to the club.
Well, I mean, Gregor is just playing the hired muscle part. So he doesn't need to look like he's going to the club. He needs to look like he can murder people. Which doesn't necessarily involve needing weapons, because Gregor's hands do more damage than a sledgehammer per round. Um, so Gregor will be wearing his regular pants, and this is Night City, so he's gonna go shirtless.
I was expecting this completely.
Like shirtless with like a jacket, or like just pants and boots?
Are you doing Techno
Can you get
Viking?
in? Yeah, he was gonna techno Viking, yeah. That being said, if he couldn't get in there with just, techno Viking s, he was probably gonna just do, pants and a jacket with no shirt.
I would recommend a jacket.
All right, fine.
If they do, there's no shirt, no shoes, no service. He won't get in.
I
So
kind of want to
those-
see. I kind of want to get Gregor like a mesh or like see-through shirt from the 80s.
I mean, you can definitely find it if that's what you want to do. You can spend a little bit of time to buy him some nice clothes. All right, Mothman. What are you bringing? Are you dressing up nicely, or are you kind of sticking to your persona? Because I assume your persona is like dressed kind of nicely already.
Generally, yeah. I've got Urban Flash stuff prepped and ready
Okay.
on my sheet.
Beautiful,
That's
beautiful.
probably club appropriate, right? I believe.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be like the lower end of like what they're okay with. Because
Okay.
they're trying to, judging from the card, they're trying to make this a more upscale establishment club.
Mm.
Because I mean it's Pacific is a nice area, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So given he has a few hours, he'll probably like gauge. Okay, I could roll in Urban Flash, but I've got enough that I can invest for later. Just kind of gauge like newer club. They're trying to be cool. He'd be willing to drop some cash for, at the very least, some decent shirt and stuff.
Absolutely.
Bottoms, footwear, shades.
No, actually no. So Urban Flash would be fine. It's flashy techno streetwear. Asia Pop would be fine. They'd probably be cool with Asian Pop, Urban Flash. Some business wear would be cool too, but nothing kind of lower than that.
Yeah. So
yeah.
he wants to make good first impressions without like glaring everybody's eyes or looking out of the gutter,
Absolutely, absolutely. And are you bringing any weapons?
Probably less likely to. It's like, hey, I could almost get the heavy pistol concealed or whatever, but they're probably gonna pat him down, and he's gonna be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. I keep my stuff on me in general, but I'm not gonna ruffle any feathers.
All right, so you're not bringing any weapons, or are you just gonna bring the heavy pistol?
Probably the heavy pistol, because I feel like that'll be in line with like, yep, self-defense, cool, rather than, hey, what's with the bat, bro? You gonna do something crazy?
Yeah, I get you. All right, Mr. Cyrus Amir.
Yep.
What's your plan? Are you bringing any weapons?
Just the
you're
microwave.
gonna just the microwave. I dig it. Just the microwave. Why fuck up a classic? All right.
And honestly,
you're
that thing works.
He's put in so much work with it.
and are you going to get dressed up for the club, or are you gonna try and stick to your leisure wear, which is like a nice athletic tracksuit?
I forgot
I'll go with the tracksuit if they let me in.
Oh my goodness, we are everyone you meet at the club.
You've never been to this club, so you don't know.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should go shopping.
Yeah, you and Monty
Yeah, let's go shopping a little
can go
bit.
pick up some clothes.
Yeah.
All right.
Clothing.
Contents. Sorry. We'll just make this
Okay.
real quick.
Clothing style.
Your outfit. Here we go.
Business. Bohemian.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get like a set of Urban Flash or business wear, whatever, you could spend a bit of money here doing this.
Okay.
I mean, Monty, you don't have to buy new clothes. You're already fitting like their minimum requirements. But
Oh, there we go.
Page 102.
Urban Flash was that. Business wear. So would a business wear jacket per se clash too much with everything else being Urban Flash?
A little bit. Imagine like a raver showing up with a business jacket on, like a blazer.
Okay. Yeah, so he's probably thinking like, I can roll up how I usually do, but I want to put a little extra into it. So if there's anything, bottoms, top, jacket. Do I not have a top technically?
I mean, I assume you're wearing a shirt.
Oh yeah, it's just one of those you have. If it's on your sheet, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Kind of moments.
No, I get you.
Okay.
I assume if you say you wear Urban Flash, I assume you have at least bottom top shoes.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna give Monty's microphone a break because it sounds like he cut out there. Anyway, we'll call it we'll call it $1,500 for new outfits for each of you.
Okay.
Just to kind of make it look pretty.
Cool.
All right, and it is coming up on the time to get there. It's about midnight now, so you guys get on the train, head there, and Pacifica, again, place you've never been to in the game so far. It's really nice. Think of like downtown LA,
Ooh.
by the beach. Palm trees, lights, people are out, it's loud, stuff like that. Nice. People are out for dinner, people are out, whatever the fuck. And it's a stark contrast to Haywood for you. Because Haywood at midnight there's a chance you're going to get robbed. Or murdered. Police sirens, gunshots in the distance. Pacifica, club music, people are dressed nicely, stuff like that.
And then there's Gregor.
And Gregor's dressed nicely. Ish.
Does Gregor have
He's
hair?
Gregor has patches of
Yeah.
hair.
I was gonna say, I thought he did.
Gregor has patches of hair?
Yeah, Gregor does not have a full head of hair. Gregor is very much a monstrous-looking individual.
I see.
Maybe we should
Gregor's
capture it.
character was modeled after an ogre from Warhammer.
Yeah, but you don't have to go the
Oh.
full way. We can get you like a toupee or something and just put it on the front.
Tupi.
Gregor thinks that you're mocking him.
We would
As
just put,
Gregor is absolutely gorgeous.
we just put a couple of holes in the top of the toupee, wear it on his face, full face beard.
Full face
Oh
beard.
boy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you guys find the club and everything. They don't pat you down or anything like that. This is purely a you've got nothing obvious, come on in type of situation. And it's a very nice club, Seats are nice, you find a little booth. there's a couple of there's a small band ensemble uh, performing just some light club music. This seems like maybe the opening act and everything kind of calm, and they're gonna pump it up later. But it's almost like a techno cabaret,
Mm.
you know. Um, so far, actually, give me perception checks, people.
Hell yeah! First
That's
roll of the
getting a
night
little
for
weird.
me.
Same.
Oh, it's having trouble loading.
Perception,
There we go.
awareness.
Oh, I'm not having a good time.
Gregor, Cyrus, you two clock Mr. Clooney. He's standing by a back wall. He's dressed in a nice suit. Um, he has like a little earpiece in. Um, he looks really good for 40. He looks like
Oh.
George Clooney, but he's a little bit better built than George Clooney was.
Stature-wise, compared to Gregor,
I mean, how tall is Gregor?
I think he was.
Isn't he like 8 feet tall at this fucking point?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's like maybe 6'2".
Okay.
6'2", a athletic build, like he works out.
Okay. Well, I mean, he is the bouncer here, so it does check.
Yeah.
Gregor is going to point him out to Mr. Mothman. As currently, Gregor is playing the part of bodyguard.
There you go. Shortly after you guys sit down and are in your booth, waitress comes by, asks you for your drink orders and everything like that. Mothman, at that point, do you ask to see Rush?
Yeah, Mothman is gonna do his best to keep this business casual. Just okay, you guys see him, you know where he is, you know what's going on. I'm gonna try and do my best to make sure he doesn't catch on at all because hey, I don't know, maybe they take his face and he still wants money and I get a payday from it. I'm good with that.
Absolutely.
So he's gonna approach this as legit as possible, and
Okay,
he's gonna give the other guys that lowdown just so that they don't jump the gun.
I
Yeah,
didn't do
so you
anything
guys-
too dumb,
Yeah, so you guys put in your orders with the waitress, and Mothman asks, "Hey, can you, my buddy Rush is working here tonight. Can you have him come over when he's available?" Sure, no thing, no problem. She goes over, speaks to him, points out your table. A couple minutes go by. She brings your drinks by, and Rush comes over to the table and is like, "Hey, Mothman, right?"
He's gonna stand his hand. Yeah, that's right. Feel free to call me Monty. It's a pleasure to meet you, Rush.
Oh, no problem at all. No problem at all. Looks like you brought the.
Oh, before that
party.
happens, I do want to clarify. After Mothman says, "I'm going to do this legitimately," Barnabas is going to separate himself from the group so it doesn't look all that intimidating. Because his original plan was to just kind of show up at the place and just be in the crowd rather than be with Mothman.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be here because we don't want to have a big group
Yeah.
all there at the
My-
same time either. Yeah.
My apologies then. So you two disappear into the crowd, but keep Monty in your line of sight. Redact what he says. Hey, you can see here. Like, ooh, who's the fucking gorilla here?
Oh, yeah, this is my bud, Behemoth. Now we go back. We've been working on some stuff together. I'm kind of his what do you call it? Therapy
Good boy.
player.
Therapy friend?
Oh yeah.
What is that? Where it's like, hey, I'm.
Oh, this sucks so bad.
The word you're looking for is interference.
Jeez.
God damn it.
Oh No.
No.
We were
Alright.
friends in the padded room together. No.
Why not play it off as lovers, huh? Why not?
Let's not get too
AA
far
buddies.
afield with that if we can't maintain the story.
We're at the bar together as AA buddies.
Yeah, they're just taking the A and the A out of AA.
They don't even know my real name.
No, I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Gregor
listen,
is gonna quip back. Who's the small guy?
Because
But,
he's pretty quick too, huh? Anyway, I'll take my break in a little bit. I gotta get back over there. I'll be by in a little bit. Don't worry about your drinks. I'll have them comp for the night.
Hey, I super appreciate it. I'm like above and beyond appreciate it. Rush, thanks.
No problem. We're gonna take a pause and check back in with Stitches. Stitches, you are in New York City.
I forgot about this.
Alright.
I forgot about the subquest.
oh,
You have cleared security. You only have your carry-on with you. You and Bob are in New York City in a taxi cab going to his family's house in I'm gonna say Brooklyn.
Okay.
Drink, thank you for the raiding party. Welcome to our random ass Cyberpunk adventures. To catch you all up, we're in a bar, chatting up a dude who we're going to be taking to a megacorp later, and we also have one of our other players. His character is across the other side of the country with a guy who got screwed over by this guy, talking to his family.
It's a comedy of errors, if you would.
Never
It's something.
split the party. So it's time to split the party.
So you guys are
we never said we were smart, but we did say we were effective.
Well, Gregor said he was smart. Chill the fuck out.
But yeah, so Stitches, tell me about New York. What's the plan here? You're just gonna go meet up with his family and catch the next flight back?
Yeah, we're gonna have a beautiful family dinner. We're gonna talk about how bad that this person, messed up, and we're looking to get it corrected. Nothing crazy.
All right. Well, for you, let me do some fucking math now. So you left
God.
about 2:00. 2:30. You were at the airport going through security. You probably took off about 3:00. It's a 6-hour flight that hits at 9 p.m. West Coast time. West Coast is 3 hours behind East Coast, so it is midnight your time, while it is 9 p.m. their time. So you were probably finishing up dinner and like having after dinner drinks, hanging out with Bob and essentially his aunt, talking about Rush.
And his uncle.
No, uncle's dead.
Ah,
His uncle died in the Corp Wars.
ah.
So again, for those just joining, we have a Stingo operation going on that's like right in the presence of the guy we're looking for, and on the other side of the country, a Hallmark movie with similar ideas of trying to find the guy.
We have
But-
Ocean's 11, and we have Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so it was a very lovely dinner. Very lovely dinner. You guys talk about everything like that. And she goes, last time I talked to him, he mentioned that he got this job at a club. And I said, a club at 40. What are you gonna do at a club at 40? Turns out he's a bouncer there.
Really?
It's God, where was it? I don't remember where it was, but it was something Horizon or something stupid like that. Clubs always have these stupid names.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was Club Horizon Party, something Horizon. I don't know. It was stupid. I told him, 40 years old, stupid. He already has experience somewhere else. Just try that again. Keep it going again. But he said this was for him. This was his calling. Even though he had a 20-year career. answer about the aunt. What is the question?
The question is she a lace on everything aunt or a plastic on everything aunt?
Oh, she's Italian. She's plastic on everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gregor
you only
thinks
take
it
the
would've been
plastic
better
off
if
for the
it was
good
lace.
company.
Oh, okay.
Um, and if there's anyone who's listening whose family is Italian from New York with plastic on everything, you know I'm fucking right. At me in the comments. Uh, but yeah, so dinner goes by. You have a nice, fuck it. You're gonna have a nice couple of limoncellos after dinner. Yeah, are you gonna stay the night, or are you gonna grab Bob and head back as fast as you can?
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna respond to, well, not really respond. I'm gonna send a message to the team,
Okay.
letting them know, hey, I've received this information that, Target is at club, blah 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 blah,
Horizon.
Horizons,
Yeah. So it
Gregor's
is.
gonna take a selfie in
and
this
that
club and
he's
send it back.
No, so here's the bullshit of time zones, right? It's
Right.
midnight for him. It's 9 p.m. for you guys.
So
You at this point you are not at the club yet.
So here's what I'm gonna do, because we already know where he is. And it says, I'm gonna respond to him and be like, "Great work. We'll see if we can find him at the club tonight," and not let him know at all that we already know where he is, just so he feels validated.
Excellent.
There we go.
It's like, great. I'll get dressed. Should I wear 3 chains or 2?
absolutely.
For all the
free
chains you got.
The 3rd chain's a bracelet, then.
Excellent. Excellent. Is it also Cuban link or is it like a diamond?
The bracelet is like I have a feeling that's more like, it's not Cuban link specifically. It's more like a thorn design.
Okay. Now I have to ask this because I just have to ask this: is Barnabas's jewelry real?
It's
Or
most.
does he wear like knockoffs just to save a penny?
The smallest one that he wears around his neck is real. It is at least a type of gold. The other ones are a little bit more cheap, but they still look nice.
Okay. I feel like I felt Barnabas being like I cheap out on everything else, but my jewelry's real nice.
Yeah. Like the most expensive one is the small one, and then it's like varying layers of precious metals down from there, but they are
Gotcha,
actual real metal.
Yeah, like the small chain is like actual 18 karat.
Yeah. And the rest of it's like a copper or a brass variation.
Excellent. Yeah, no, this is gold plated. This is gold plated in 18. This is solid 18. There's a small difference, but big price difference. Excellent. I'd love to hear it. All right. Yeah. So Stitches, like I said, are you going to then turn around, grab Bob, and go, "Hey, let's get back," or are you gonna
Yeah,
stay
just
the night?
because of the fact that I've already bought the tickets.
Well, the tickets
Hey.
are for tomorrow. You couldn't get a same like a fucking 3-hour turnaround.
Oh, then then if it's for tomorrow, I'm just gonna stay there if she's willing to have us as company.
Absolutely, she hasn't had
time with
company
the
in
family.
years.
We're gonna throw back some mojitos. Get a little bit of beer pong kicking, enjoying our time. Let's get drunk.
Excellent. So you, Stan goes to bed later. You and Bob stay up, have a couple of beers, chit chat, the whole 9 yards. Turn in probably 3 o'clock in the morning your time, midnight their time. You gotta, say you got a noon flight for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a couple hours you can sleep before you gotta get to the airport. All right, back to the club. You guys, so Barnabas is somewhere in the club, keeping eyes on Monty and the situation going on there. Cyrus is somewhere in the club, also keeping eyes on Monty and the situation going on there. Gregor is with Monty. Monty is sitting down, relaxing. Just got done talking with him. 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes go by. You know, you guys are having a couple drinks. Rush, aka George Clooney, comes by. He says, "Guys, great. I'm on my break. Let's hash this out, man." So what are you thinking?
Yeah. So initially thought, hey, biopic. If you were like, one and done, we can have a decent, like, I don't know, hour or whatever we're feeling, like chat session, you know, good old radio style, sit down, chat about the industry, all that, your career, you know, put the spotlight in you because, you know, moth to the flame, blah blah. But
Okay.
I like what you said with having a back and forth rapport going. I'd imagine how to put that, new age, old age.
I get you.
Oldie and goodie, up and comer, all that. Get traction
So-
going again.
All right. So why don't you do this then? Because you said this is kind of like a pilot to see
Yeah.
if this works out. Why don't we do just like a broad overview of my career? You know, hit the highlights. And then if, you know, you get a good traction on that and good feedback on it, we can go a little bit more in depth into like early years and then go on through.
Absolutely.
Real quick, can everyone make me a perception check?
Perception.
14.
Ah,
Cyrus, you are lost in the music. You know, you've been sitting here, you've had a couple drinks. Actually, let me ask you this. On the job, would Cyrus have a couple drinks, or would he be like, no, I'm sticking to water just in case?
we're sticking to water just in case we can't take chances like that.
All right, so
Especially
you're
if I know it's going to be loud. Especially.
Yeah. So no, at this point in the evening, the first couple of performers have gone through their sets, and the music has kicked up a little bit. It's a little bit louder, a little bit rowdier. You know, it's not like techno rave or anything like that, but it is louder, a little upbeat, a little faster. You are lost in the music. You know, you're enjoying yourself. You're having a good time. You haven't really cut loose in a while. You know, you've been busy working and doing this and that, so it's nice to be able to cut loose a little bit while still working. The rest of you, because the difficulty value was 14, you hear or notice there is some kind of commotion going on at the front door, and from where you are, Monty and Gregor, you guys are probably 50 feet from the front door because they have a nice little entrance and then a step down, a place you can check your code if you want to check your code. And Barnabas, you've got a straight, you know, from where you are at the bar, you can look directly at the front door and you can look directly at your buddy's table. You just got to turn your head. But there is some kind of commotion, and suddenly there are 2 gunshots that ring out. Music dies. A couple more gunshots go off. And standing in the doorway, there are 5 booster gangers. And they yell out, "Everyone, stay calm. We're just here for your money. You give us your money, you give us your jewelry, you give us your everything. You can keep your clothes. Comply, you keep your life too." They are, you can't really see their faces. They're wearing masks of they're like techno masks, so they have a digital display on the front to kind of obscure their face altogether. But they have pistols. One has a shotgun. Yeah, and that is where we're gonna leave it for tonight.
Oh man!
Man,
I
Brendan
brought
has
the.
seen this movie and wanted to watch it again.
And now it's a escort mission.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I gotta hop off.
All right.
Yeah, no, we're good.
That's
Yeah.
We're
fine,
good.
dude.
Yeah, see you later.
Catch you later, everyone.
Alright, bye.
We'll find.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. At this point, Kramer is really happy he kept that frag grenade on him.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh.
Anyway,
boy.
thank you all for dropping by. Thank you for the raid and anyone who is still here. Catch us next time in about a month to find out what happens on Cyberpunk 2077. 45, actually. Never mind. We're too old. Bye.